Lee from South Korea. I live in South Korea, and this. By the way, I'm drinking soju today, so hope you don't mind my twisted tongues when I'm trying my best to express what's in my heart. Today, I want to talk about some couple of problems of South Korea that I think that is really ruining this, or maybe already ruined this country. And I see lots of foreigners who's American, European, Russian, whatever, whoever, where you're from. They're thinking I should maybe move to South Korea and marry Korean man or Korean woman and settle down in South Korea. Well, I definitely do not recommend that. As a Korean man who's 21 years old, I know I don't look like 21, but I definitely don't recommend for you to move or even travel in South Korea, because South Korea really is a fallen country. There's nothing left in this country. Uh, Korea K-pop and this Korean culture really, they did a really great job on marketing. So it may look like Korea is some like Japan or some like China, but no, we're way much worse than that. Way much poorer. We don't have anything to be proud of anymore. We had our dignity of Korean culture, but now younger generations, they don't respect it. The Korean cultures are gone, and that was the only thing that making this country beautiful. What happened in Joseon, what happened in like this prime time of this South Korea, when it was Joseon, when it was actually uh, when they're actually building this country. I think that was the best time of the history of this country. But when you look at South Korea right now, there's nothing left but evil desires. So you may get confused. You might think I'm speaking some, I don't know, dumb ideas, but I'm actually speaking truth here. Uh, Korean people, they're spiritually they're twisted. They're not well. I'm telling you guys, Korean people are not well, and there's so many reasons for that. And I think the biggest reason is that we have a small country. South Korea is such a small country. Okay, I think it's small as, I don't know, Florida. Maybe it's smaller than Florida. I don't even know, but there's too many people living in this country, so it's difficult to get a good quality paying job. So what their focus is, they want to go to the good university, get a good degree, become a lawyer or a doctor, or like working at Samsung or something. That's only what the younger generation wants. They don't want to work in blue collar jobs. They don't want to work in farm jobs because it's physically tiring. Because I work in farm jobs, I work in construction jobs, and when I go outside, people look at me like I'm a scumbag. People look at me like I am a beggar. I'm a hardworking man, but they look like they give me the impressions of, I don't know, lowest, lowest rank. You know, this country still have that the rank system. I think if you're in the one of the bottom like me, if you're working constructions or if you're working farm jobs like me, people don't respect you as a human being. You're more like a slave, and it truly exists, guys. And so, when you don't have a lot of money, when you don't drive, when you when you're not able to drive Mercedes, you're definitely not going to be able to get make girlfriend and married. and have a family. That is not an option for you. So for me, as who's in their 20s, I don't have a purpose of my life when I cannot uh, start family and start seeing the future of my life. When I can even find a decent job to survive, I cannot see my future. All right, but uh, it just this country is just so framed well. They the Korean government marketing team, they did a really great job on this fucking marketing shit. They almost made this country look so peaceful, so safe, so well, I don't know, well valued and well systems and whatever. But in fact, it's not. You know, only the people who are in higher ranks, uh, like who's a politicians, who knows what's going on. Like let's say the presidents of South Korea right now, they they stole so much money from the country. They're like billionaires. The presidents of South Korea and the politicians, they make so much money. They steal so much money. They don't make. They steal so much money. You see, I so let's say you're American. You want to come to America. You want to come to South Korea, and you want to start living here. Well, whatever you're brainwashed by, please stop. You don't have to put yourself into this hell unless you're like criminal, like you have to get away from your country. Then yes, it's a good country. It's a good option. But when you're American citizen, when you're European citizen, when you're, I don't know, even if you're from India, I definitely do not recommend for you to come to Korea, because Korean people, they're so tight. Their mindset is so tight. Korean people, there's no friendships in this country. There's no friendships, guys. If let's say you have a good friendship, and if you do only one thing wrong, even a slight thing, one thing wrong to them, you're cut off. That's how judgmental this country is. That's how judgmental the culture is. It's scary, guys. It's scary if you're trying to fit in to the people or to the company, to your working company. No, I was in America. I was in America. Is you guys have a lot more freedom than we do. You guys have a lot more job opportunities than we do. You work at McDonald's, you can make a living. You see, you can make a living there, but we can't. We get what in dollars? We get paid $7 an hour. So you're actually someone behind you. Yeah, I know someone behind me. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I don't even know who's watching it, but I just want you to let you guys know how hell this country is. This is really not it. I should have left this country when I had the chance. I was in the United States a couple of years ago, and I was able to live there. But stupidly, I fucking came back to this country, and my life is just falling apart. We have more freedoms than most, but we're not free. So you're talking, I don't know. I'm talking about reality here, guys. I'm talking about the real things. I am like comparing countries to country. I'm comparing Europeans and America to South Korea, and I'm telling you, South Korea is the biggest scam than ever alive. Okay, once you come here, once you marry to someone, once you get settled down, your life is over, guys. You're gonna have to fucking fit into this country, to this culture that is so toxic that it's gonna cost your life. Hey, America, I see they have a lot of problems, but it's I'm just saying, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just pointing out the South Korean culture is just so toxic, and I'm okay. I'm not like hurt by it. I'm not like stressed by it or anything. But I just gotta just keep reality checking myself that where I'm at, and when I see where I'm at, oh my God, this is shit. I'm a hardworking man. I try to work hard, but nothing's getting better. Economies are just too high. People, oh my God, they're just so angry. They're just so tight. I try to have a personality like a Buddhist monk, but man, it's not easy. Uh, and it's not fun. It's not fun living in Korea. I totally feel you on that. I work 62 hours a week. I make $14 a week, and I can't even afford to feed myself and my family. Hey, making a $14 a week, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, dude. It's just you have to save up yourself a lot of money if you make that amount of money. Hey, you can sleep in your car. I sleep in my car sometimes. You can get one of those micro what are they called? Micro studio room? Like they cost around $500 a month. It's really not when you think about rent bills or gas, everything else, the cost of the living is outrageous. My rent is 1,200 by itself. Yes, you see, the rent itself is so expensive. So I'm telling you, get yourself a band like myself and live inside your car, and that's gonna save up so much of your money. If you're gonna pay what, $500 on your car payment every month, like let's say you buy it, let's say you rent a car and it's $500. If you live in your van, it's gonna cost only 500 a month. Think about it. I don't know which state you're in right now, but you can get all the electricity stuff in your car, like a gas heater. I don't know. I mean, like electrical heater. Uh, you can keep yourself warm at night. Uh, you live in Detroit, Michigan. I hope it's not too cold for you, but the rent, if your rent is too expensive, I see your rent is not so expensive in your country. That's the cheapest rent you could possibly get, but I just recommend live inside your car. I guess there's a safety issues, but I don't know, maybe carry yourself a gun. Live inside your car. If you're a man, I recommend you do that. If you're a female, I don't recommend. But if you're a man, I recommend you do that. It gets cold. So but I'm telling you, you American people have much more opportunity than we have. Not enough room I have for kids, two dogs and a grandkid that I take care of. Oh, Oh, you're a grandmother. Oh, I see. I see. Well, I give you lots of respect on that. You're taking care of 4 kids, 2 dogs, a grandkid. Uh, well, I respect you a lot. I respect you a lot. You take care of your family, and that's nothing more important than that. No, it's all right. Your grandfather. Okay. I respect you, sir. I respect you. I really do. You know, I. Uh, wow, that's. You have some family members. But in America, you guys can start a lot of business. You see, you can clean up a window and you can like get paid $100 per job. And let's say you get busy and you can do 3 to 4 houses a day. You can easily make up to what, $400, $500 a day. And there's always a better opportunities in your country. So if your job's not paying well, I don't know what your profession is, but in your free time, I think you should start like new businesses. Just I would do that if I was in your country. No, but what I think it is that America is so huge. You see, your country is so huge, and when you start small businesses, like I mentioned before, like cleaning windows, painting houses, painting doors, uh, even if you farm like green vegetables, organic vegetables, you're most likely gonna get paid well for your service. If you do the to the if you do a good service, you're gonna get paid, a good amount of money. And I lived in America for about 1 year, and also you could start whatever you want. Like let's say pressure washing or working in constructions, like making someone's driveway. I was in Florida. I was in Fort Myers. I was in Fort Myers in Florida, and yeah, sir. I think your country is much more better than my country. And you're right. There's also opportunity here in America, but the government screw us at every turn. Uh, yeah. So that's when you have to just like you know you don't have to follow every law when your country is just trying to rip you off. Let's say you're doing your own business, you don't have to like you can just get paid cash, right? When you're cleaning windows, when you're pressure washing someone's driveway, it's the government's not gonna know anything when you get paid cash. So when you're looking for like cash jobs that government has to do nothing with it, I believe you guys have much more opportunity than we do, than South Korea. We don't pay much money in tax, but we're barely surviving. But because we don't get paid right for the service that we put out, and the cost of living is too expensive. because most people that work under the table usually receive their payments through PayPal or some form like that. They want to tax people like $600. Yeah, I mean, if they want to work in like office, comfortable jobs, then I guess that's what they're gonna get paid for. But if you're a man, if you work in constructions, farm jobs, some blue collar jobs in the United States, I think they will make a. I see they're making so much money, even if you don't have any skills or professions. Uh, they respect the construction workers and blue collar workers. Unfortunately, I cannot hide how much I make. I actually do a lot of work for the government as far as military equipment and airplanes. Well, see, I think you have amazing job, sir. That is such a profession. But think about it. In South Korea, in order to do your job, if someone is willing to do your job, they have to go to the highest and the most expensive university and gonna have to be studying there for 4 years, and then they're not even sure if they're gonna get a job or not because we have too many population in such a small crowded country. It's nothing great. It's only CNC machine shop. We just make a lot of parts for them. Oh, so it's like a factory. Well, it's a profession. I mean, that's amazing job. I think you're providing a amazing service that not most of us can do. So I think it's really important to like being proud of your being proud of your work because not anyone can do your job. I made sculpt my son was using Iraq and his troops. Salute, sir. Your son is a military. Well, since I'm not American, I don't know what to say, but I saw I saw how hard they go through in American Army. Um, see, I see your grandfather. That's what I respect, sir. I don't know if I'm saying something weird right now, but if a man is strong, providing a good service, I mean, good, providing a good to the family, you know, it's just like a farming, right? You plant a good seed and a good fruit will come out. And you just got them safe and sound 4th of July this year. Just happy to see him back. I'm happy for you, sir. That's good. That's good. It's my first time chatting with you, sir. But I give you I show you so much respect because, well, as a man now understanding, it is even hard to offer myself a food, but you're taking care of your all families. You're a man, sir. No, like you said, South Korea, you don't. It's difficult to have family. You see,